Good morning and welcome to the Craft Room. I'm Ellie Barnes. I'm glad you can join me again this morning. This is our 11th day of Christmas in our countdown to Christmas. So I'm going to show you how to turn a nail file, simple old little nail file, into a nice gift and something that people will go, oh gee, I like that. So it's really quite simple, but enables you to give out little gifts to whoever you want without costing you the earth. And I think they're appreciated because it shows that you're thinking of them. I often give out these little nail files gifts to people like my hairdresser's getting one. Just to say thank you for all the help she's given me over the year and that I appreciate her. So there's a number of people. They're good for teachers, bus drivers, the receptionist at a place that you go to all the time who organises appointments for you, or anything like that that you feel, I need to say thank you or I appreciate you. So let's go down to the desk and have a look how we can turn the humble nail file into something people want to receive. So let's turn around the camera, and I might have to just put my little wedgie in under here so it stays. Right. So here are my two nail files, and I'm going to create two different packaging so you get an idea. So first of all, let's get the cardstock we're going to use. I'm going to put this is more of a bronzy colour, so I'm putting it on Petal Pink, and this one being silver, I'm using Pretty Peacock. And there is a reason. I've chosen some papers that will go with that. So let's bring in our trimmer. Oh, we better, I've gone straight into it, haven't checked we're live in the right spot. Yes, we are. That's always handy. Now, I'm going to, I actually have no idea. I'm going to measure this one that I've done before. It is 5 centimetres. I've done so many of them over the years, and then I haven't done any for a little while. So I need to get some done today for other people, for lots of people. So we don't need a lot of paper. We're just going to use 5 centimetres. And we're going to score it at about 16, which is there, which is long enough for this nail file. So 16, and then we're going to score 0.5 centimetre next to it. And then we're going to cut it off at 25. And I'll do the same with this one. We will cut 5 centimetres. We will score it at 16. Then we're going to score at 0.5 centimetre, which is the width of our nail file. You don't have to get it perfect. You just want to have a little gap there. And then we're going to score at cut at 25. So we'll pop that aside for the moment and take the bone folder, and we will fold these two folds. And again on this one. And here. So we have a basic shape that our nail file will sit in. But now we're going to need to do a few things so it actually looks pretty and we can put some ribbon on. And I find I need to cut a little wedge out of both sides and at both layers. So I'm just using, this is the Heartfelt Hexagon Punch, and I'm just using one corner to punch that out there, and I'm going to do the same on this side. And you just want to make sure they're roughly around the same spot and about the same depth in. And we'll do the same with this one. Right, so that's our shapes done. Now we're going to decorate them. For this one, and I've got to measure things as I go because I haven't done it for a while. We'll just take the ruler. We have 8.5 centimetres, so we're going to use 8 centimetres by 4.5 centimetres. And I've got this one around the same length. This one's a little bit longer, I've gone a little bit lower. So we'll do this one at 8.5. So we will start with the pretty, we'll put this one aside and let's finish this one first. So we'll put that there. And I'm going to use this paper. It is called, I don't know what it's called. It is called Frames and Flowers, and it's in the catalogue, the Christmas catalogue. So I'm going to bring in my trimmer again. And for this piece, I'm actually going to cut at 2 mils, at 4.2. And I'm going to bring in also some bling. This is the textured metallic foil. And I'm going to do this at 4.5. Now, I said it would be 8 centimetres, so this one I'm going to cut at 8. And I want to do one on the front here. And again, I'm only going to use the bottom bit. I'm not going to fuss about cutting around. So this is 4.5, so I'm going to do 4. And then on this one, I'm going to do, what did I do? I did 8, so this will be 7.5. Well, actually, it'll be 7, because we're having a minute amount showing. And this one will be, I said 4, so this one will be 3/7. So let's glue some of these together. And now that they're together, so that just gives a very tiny edge around the designer series paper. Now these are going to move, so I'm actually going to put this on and let them dry for a minute. And we might do the same then with the other one, because again, it will move. And it has moved on me, and I'm trying to hold it and get it back to how I want it. There we go. This one might have stuck a bit more. And we'll just open that up and pop this one here. So you can see we've already started now to make this look a bit blingy. But I need to keep doing some other things to it so that it really stands out. Now first I'm going to do is I want to put a greeting on it. So I've got some paper here and I'm going to use this stamp, Be Merry. Where's Be Merry? To you. Oh, of course, it's the one I use quite a lot. And it's changed colour. That happens a bit with your stamps. And I'm going to bring in the dies that match because I want to cut it out with that. Now, did I grab my pretty peacock ink? No, I didn't. I'm on the fly here a bit today, aren't I? We needed pretty peacock. Yes, pretty peacock. No, Lost Lagoon for that one. Sorry, Lost Lagoon is the colour. Pretty Peacock's the colour in this one, but this is Lost Lagoon in that one. So what I'm going to do, grab a block that fits on it. And my stamp mat, get myself organised. And I'm just going to stamp it here. And I'm going to cut one out with this one out, but I'm going to cut one out of this piece of, is it copper? I think it's a copper colour. So let's bring the cut and emboss machine in to do those two cuts. Now he's still not working very well because his plate's so bent, but we'll make him work. So we just have to give him a bit of a nudge these days until I get those plates flattened. Or perhaps I could shout myself some new plates for Christmas. So there's one. And I want to do another one. And I'm going to cut this off because I don't want to put all that through the cut and emboss machine. Because I do find it does mark the foil. Now let's get this one going. I always moved it. Oh, you got to laugh when you do something silly. It's not going. And when it is, now that I've got it going, I'm going to go back this side where I can give it a shove better. Stay there. There we go. Let's put this aside for the moment. So, we now have Be Merry, and this is exactly the same. But what I'm going to do, because I want it to be around, actually, I've changed my mind what I want to do. So, no, well, this one we'll do it this way and the other one I'll do it the other way. How about that? No, I am going to change my mind. There is an easier way to do this. Let me just shove this through again on the side here. I can do it rather quickly if I don't drop everything. Just talk amongst yourselves for the minute. I'll be back. There we go. Come on. Let's get it over here and we can get it to cooperate. It's got stuck. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this outside piece off. I am going on the fly. Usually I have things prepared and have had done a practice run. I haven't on these. So we're crafting together from Go to Woe. So that will now sit in there. And to make it even more exciting, let's bring in some dimensionals, wherever I had those. I had a few things ready, but you don't always, doesn't always work when you're racing around getting prepared. We will put these on dimensionals, so then it will stay where we want it. I just break them, tear them. We'll get those backs off. And that's going to go here. But that's not all I'm going to do. I want to bring in this gorgeous paper. And I thought we'd put some flowers behind it. And maybe, do we need the big one? What's underneath? Oh, they're a bit big. Do we need this one? Perhaps. And perhaps a little one in front. How's that? Like that? Or just perhaps the two. Maybe just the two. And just to give it some bling, before we put it all together, I'm going to grab my Wink Stella. And I'm just going to colour the flowers. So they've got a bit of blinginess. Maybe a quick dash up the leaves. And this one, again, I'm just going to do a quick dash so that it just catches the light a little bit. I'm not too fussed on those because they're at the back. But before I put it all together, I need to do some ribbon. And we will use this one. Now I've just pulled some of the thread. Making a mess here, aren't I? This is why I'm usually prepared, because I'm not good at going on the fly like some of the other girls do. Now, I did pull that in a couple of spots, you can see. I'll just cut that. I might need my ribbon scissors. Oh no, that's going to cut nicely. Now, I want a fair bit of this. So, with that there, in our little wedge that we made, and I'm going to tie it to the side so I can put my flowers and things on. This is gorgeous ribbon. Oh, come on. Well, that didn't work very well, did it? Let's try that again. Bows don't always work the first time. There we go, that's going to work better. And I'll just get it to the side, boom. I quite like that it's sitting like that. This one we'll put on, we'll get some more dimensionals out, eh? Start another sheet. I will use some of these actually, but we will need some more. So we can put that one just up like that. And we'll put him to the side here. And this one, we'll put that on it, but we might put a couple of these just to hold it up because that's the important bit, the flowers, isn't it? And that will go, actually they're too high because, and I've done that one too high, I forgot. Let's just peel these off for a minute. I forgot that they'll only be going halfway up, so we'll just peel these off and use them in a minute. Come on. Trying to put them back now onto this piece. Stay. I'm going to get myself in a mess here. Can you see it happening? I can. So we'll just leave that one for a minute. Oh, we're just in a mess. And this one, I'm going to have to, I'll peel that off too. Yeah, that way's okay because I can just do this. You can tell it's a while since I've done it because I didn't do it right. Now let's get those back on. And we're going to pop a couple of dimensionals. We can use this on the back here. No, we'll go down a bit. There we go. And there is one nail file ready to give. Now, I often put on the back here, what did I say that was? That was about, forgot, I think it was 8. Yes, well, why don't we do this? I'm going to, again, thinking on the fly, I'm going to take another piece of the cards, the foil, and we'll make it Should I make it 4 or 4.5? Oh, Ellie, it's got to be 4.5. We'll do this side. 4.5 by 8. And then this needs to be well, that's not straight. Let's cut it like that. And we'll cut this at 3. It's 7 by 7.7, so it's 3 mils under, and 4.2. And we'll bring back in our ink and our stamp mat. And we'll put a from and a to. And I'm going to glue this one on first. And then this one, only because it'll take a few minutes to dry. So that's the back, and there's the front. So we'll pop that one to the side, and let's quickly pull this one together. And again, I'm going to do similar, only I'm using this Thoughtful Journey paper, which is gorgeous, and some silver paper. So let's pull out some bits of silver that we can use. Where's the opening of here? Oh, there's a couple of bits. So again, we'll need 4.5. And I said this was a little bit longer, so we'll make it 8.5. And I'll check the length of this bottom piece. It's 4. So we'll need 3.5. That's almost it, isn't it? No, it's a bit short. And then we're going to take this paper. Oh, we might do, is that 8.5 left? Yes, it is. Perfect for the back. We're going to take this paper, and it's going to be at 4 point, it was 4.5, so 4.2. And we need an 8. And actually 8 was wrong, but we'll leave it at 8. Should have been 8.2, shouldn't it? And this one should be, I said it was 4, so it should be 3.7. I can actually, we've got plenty. I'll do 8.2. It will make a difference. So let's glue these on. And let them dry for a minute. Make sure that, no, I have done that wrong. What have I done that at? 3.5, so this should be 3.2. So let's glue this one on. Right. Now, that's going to be the back. We need to do some stamping. So, I need to have, what did I say this was? An 8.5. So I need an 8.2. 8.2. And I need it to be, that's going to be 4.5, so I need it to be 3.2. So that one's going to go on there for the back. So let me quickly just grab one of these to wipe the Lost Lagoon off that one and that one. I'll just let them sit for a minute and dry. Now, what am I going to stamp on this one? I decided I wanted to stamp something different. Have a very Merry Christmas. And it does fit in to that. Well, when I tried it, it did. We'll use this piece and we'll use Pretty Peacock. And on the back here, I should be using my stamp mat, I know, but I'm trying to whiz through this a bit because it took me a while to get the other one together. So, that's stamped. Let's glue this one onto here. Now, we'll start putting this together. This one's going down here. And this one goes at the top. Like so. And let's cut out, where did I put our die? I didn't put it in where I normally put, here it is. It's over the side. We'll cut out one of these and I want to cut out a piece out of the silver too. So I've got some silver here. So I'll cut that off. So we're just going to cut the labels again. I'll quickly do them to the side since this machine's not cooperating at all today. So let's get this one through. Bang, bang, bang. And we'll get this one through. There we go. And perhaps I'll do exactly the same. Maybe I'll cut this one out too and put it on there because that worked very well. And it's easy to cut out because there's only a few little joints holding it all together. So all I'm doing is snipping those. And we'll put that on with some dimensionals. I'll put them on the back of this one, make it easier. 2 and 3. I haven't really worked out what I'm going to do to decorate this one yet. So we're going to put it all together and have a look what we've got and what we could do. Just had a thought we might be able to use some of the lighter bits of paper. So I'm going to use this ribbon again. Because the metal in it is very neutral, I don't think it says what colour it is. It says it's gold, but it seems to work with both these, I felt. So I'm going to do that again. We'll pop this in here and we'll tie it again on the side. And that isn't very even for a bow. That might work a bit better. Might cut a little bit off that one, it's a bit long. There we go, so there's that. Now I could just pop this on here like that. But I'm thinking I might grab out this die here and whip it through a couple of times out of this paper. So I will cut enough of this that I can do that. And again, I'm going to do it off to the side because he's not on cooperating today. When it doesn't work, it's a boy, and when it works, it's a girl. Is that right? Now, I think I've always called my big shop, and this one, the cut and emboss machine, a boy. I've always said he. Let's see how that works. Does that look good? Oh yes, I think that looks fantastic. Just what we need. Just to add a bit more bling to it. But this one, because it's so fine, I'm not going to put these ones on dimensionals. I'm actually going to put it under there, I think. Just so that it holds. I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the back here. Come on. It doesn't matter if it gets a bit messy because we'll put the tag over it. And then we'll put a couple of dimensionals on the back here. Now, I don't like those bits sticking out from underneath, so I'm going to trim them. There we go. That's not even. Let's get it even. That's better. Now I've got more hanging out. I've moved it up a bit. We can cut that. How's that? And we can glue this onto the back too. And there they are. 2 little gifts that haven't really taken much time to put together, haven't cost me very much at all, because they're just the cost of a nail file. But it's a little something that you can give out quite easily. So hopefully that's inspired you to have a think around how you can work around things you've already got. Putting the address, the to and from on the back is fine. Even if you're not going to use it, it just makes it a little bit more professional, like finished. And so it just all goes together well. I'm going to bring you back to me. Come on. No, I don't want that. I want you to come round. Thank you. Oh, he didn't want to cooperate again. Another boy. Thanks, Liz. I like to be able to give things out that people appreciate. And sometimes you don't have a lot that you want to spend or you can spend. And so there should be ways we can do it and just say little thank yous, I feel, with things that don't cost us the earth. And it's just a little simple something for someone. Tomorrow's our last day on the 12 days of Christmas. I've got another gift idea for you. It's because I am giving out gift cards to teenagers this year, and so I'm going to show you what we can do to make it just that little bit extra, little bit special than just here's a card, mate. It's in an envelope. All right. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.